place your bets on who you think will be our next finalist. Will it be Nicoract or Eba? I think this is going to be close. I do consider them both to be comparable in skill. I think I might give the slight edge to Nicoract. Nicoract has been looking a little bit more impressive as of late, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to believe this can go to the ace match. I want to believe that this can go all the way to game 3, as spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Zerg player representing also the Platinum Heroes, as this is another team kill. From the land of the UK, it is Eba. Eba, let's go. The spray, the emotes, the zoomers. Let's jump on in. So Eba's going for a hatch gas pool. Nicoract has been quite fond of 2 racks Reaper, but as we can see with the placement of the racks, it's going to be a racks expand standard opener between both Nicoract and Eba. We're calming down. We are settling in. Ooh, oh boy. I gotta be settling in. Just catching up in the chat. Catching up with what's been going on. And Nicoract has been known to embrace mech in the past and embrace BC base play as well, but that's not really his go-to. He has the capacity to embrace that, but bio play is where he thrives most. So what I want to believe is on the way for Nicoract. SCV Scout comes in, does confirm the timing of the hatchery. Everything looking as it should. And we can calm down. Whew. Can calm down. Prediction should now be closed, so hope you had the best of luck when it comes to the Gamba. Best of luck. From here, it is going to be a Reaper opener. Reaper's moving out across the map. Back at home, Eba, he's getting saturated. Queens are on the way. Lings are on the way. Third base now going to be taken as well for Eba. It's expanding, taking his third. Everything looking as it should. We're just easing our way in. Really, my eyes are going to be on Nicoract to see what kind of tech and what kind of opener he goes for. But now, Racked expand, but does he go 3cc? Does he go 111? Does he go BC or not? And now dancing with the Lings. Almost does get the drone. It gets low. Oh, tempting. Very tempting there for Nicoract. Alas, he won't quite go for the dive. The drone will live. Oh, he wants a zoomer. Wants it, but he won't get it. Ooh, and we overextend as well. The Reaper goes down for a single Ling. Not a good trade for Nicoract. And Eba comes out ahead. Comes out on top. He can happily drone up. Ooh, and is taking gases? Okay. Okay, just go for the extractor trick. So Eba from here can just drone on up and settle into a longer game. Meanwhile, Nicoract is going for a 1-1-1. This is what I was curious about, is what build he was going for. It was initially a standard opener, but the follow-up here is very aggressive. We're going for a delayed third CC. The third CC is... I mean, it should be on the way by now, but it's not. So with this, we can go into fast Banshee play. We can go into something crazy like BCs. I mentioned the BCs earlier for good reason. I was hoping that he would save it for game 2 or game 3, but no, it's going to be a BC opener here in game 1. Oh boy. Nicoract, he is a bit of a BC boy. Battlecruisers are on the way, and Eba's in the dark. Eba has to piece it all together. Usually we open Viking first to hunt down Overlords, so it is risky, especially because the starport isn't doing anything, so it is risky to not go for the Viking opener because it does leave us a little bit vulnerable to a scout. But on the flip side, because there's no Viking, the chances of this being a BC is actually quite low. Because a BC opener is a bit of a tell that it could be... Sorry, a Viking opener is a bit of a tell that it could be BCs. So there's some mind games going on right now. Are some mind games. Battlecruisers on the way. I'm also quite certain that Eba is quite familiar with Nicoract and that they face off quite often on the ladder. So I'm sure Eba is no stranger to this build and to this playstyle from Nicoract. Back at home, it's going to be a lair. Lair opener out of Eba, very safe play. Lair into a Baleen Nest. What this means is that Eba is going for delayed upgrades. He's going for delayed Evo Chambers in favor of Banelings, Baneling Speed, and potentially a Spire if he needs it with that faster Lair. Oh, it's just it's a second starport. He's going 2-port BC. He's an animal. Oh my god. 2-port BC out of Nicoract, which means a Spire is going to be necessary. But Eba has to figure out what's going on first. Now, when the Lair finishes, we can morph in an Overseer, and then we can go for a Scout. That's a lot of Hellions. That's going to be 10 Hellions for Nicoract, and he can try to bypass these Queens. But now fighting head-on, and here comes the BC. Yeah, we're going straight for the Queens. One Queen goes down. Second Queen goes down. There's no Transfuse. We have one Transfuse left over, and we do get it off. The mineral line! We're headed for the mineral line instead. The barbecue is real. Drones are going down, and Nicoract, he's snowballing out of control. He's just roasting up those drones. Every single worker goes down. 23 drone kills. And what about the Queens? The Queens are going down as well. Oh my god, that was how many Queens falling? GG gets called. That was 8 Queens going down, and Nicoract takes game number 1. GG. Nicoract does take a lead. Going 2-port BC. Didn't even need a second BC as he was able to catch 2 Queens initially. If you remember, unfortunately, the first force of Queens that Eba had didn't have any NG for a Transfuse. He had Transfusing Queens coming up from behind, but they were a bit out of position, so 2 Queens went down instantly. And as the Queens start falling, the dominoes, they start falling one after the other. Everything escalates very quickly there, and alas. It was just a rough start there for Eba, the Queens getting caught, and likewise had very little on the ground to support, had very few Lings to work with, just because Eba wasn't able to confirm what exactly was going on. Yeah, a lot of drones. The drones didn't help against the dive of Nicoract. Did not help, and here we go, we're getting into game number 2, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have the Red Protoss player representing the Platinum Heroes, leading the series 1-0. 1 game away from making it into the grand finals. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Zerg player from the land of the UK, also representing the Platinum Heroes down in the series. Can he bounce back? It is Eba. It is Eba. And we're going 15 patch. So it's going to be a 15-15 safe opener. I would not be surprised if Eba assumes that Nicoract is opening up 2-Rax Reaper. I mentioned before that Nicoract is known for a couple of things. He's known for BCs and he's known for 2-Rax Reaper. And we are getting ready for that. So Eba this time playing very safe. Meanwhile, we can see that it's a standard opener out of Nicoract. It is going to be a standard build. Meanwhile, behind this, there's that 15 spawning pool timing. As we mentioned previously, this is just an opener designed to get us into a faster Queen, into faster Lings, into a delayed Ling speed, but allow us to be safe and secure back at home. Alas, Nicoract isn't really being too aggressive, so this safe opener isn't really going to work too well for Eba here. As Nicoract will now expand. And we'll take his natural. Natural base on the way. Natural base is on the way. Eba will confirm. Eba back at home is going to be droning up. And in general, off of the openers, I do like Nicoract's position a little bit more. We'll see if Eba goes into Roaches from here. It is not uncommon for the Zerg player to skip Ling speed in this position just because gases are late and Ling speed is late, so they might just go into Roach play. But I'm not too sure if Eba's want to embrace Roaches. You know, I'm referring to players like Raynor, Dark, Shin, even Serral. They embrace Roaches whenever they can in this matchup. Ooh, we get 1 drone. Oh god, this is a rough start. It's a very rough start. We get 1 drone kill already. We force out 2 spores. Oh, he wants it! He gets it! Oh my god, 2 drones go down. A very rough start for Eba. Especially considering he went for a safe opener as well. His Lings move out across the map. He delays the expansion. That's true, but delaying the expansion is not worth 2 drone kills. And we're going for a 1-1-1 follow-up once again. Now, this has a capacity to once again be a BC build. Regardless aggressive. It's a very aggressive build here. If we go for a tech lab after this Marine and go for an add-on swap, it could be Banshee play. Without any add-on swap though, BCs feel very realistic here. Meanwhile, that's a fast layer. Okay, yeah. Eva, because we're behind, because we have no third base, we're denied the expansion, we're denied the third, we're stuck on 2 bases, it's going to be a 2-base all-in. It is not just Roach play, but this can lead into a Nidus-based all-in, or, you know, drop lords to send the queens across the map. Just a very aggressive build here out of Eva, as he's contained. He is contained. It looks like he's going to slowly break out and try to expand and take a third. Behind this, there's that Fusion Core. Again, no add-on swap, Fusion Core, BC build out of Nicoract. Oh boy. And I am concerned for Eva. My biggest concern for Eva is because he's contained. Okay, we're diving in. Oh, we go for the dive. We go for the mineral line. Drones are getting roasted once again. We got 4 drone kills so far, and we're not done. The drones are lining up. No! They're lined up. We get 9 drone kills so far, 10 worker kills, and if we wanted to go for an all-in, the economy is crippled and we cannot sustain an all-in. Not anymore, as we get 16 drone kills. GG, well played. That is game-ending damage. We don't even get to see the BCs, and Nicoract will take the series, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Nicoract will take it. What I was about to say before we just dove into the mineral line is that I was still concerned for Eba because he was stuck on 2 bases, because he was taking a very late third, that does impact his queen production. With only 2 hatcheries, his queen count was very low anyway, so when the BCs arrived, compared to game 1, there would be even less queens available then as well. It was, it was just a really rough start for Eba, losing those drones and being contained, and just everything went from bad to worse. Nicoract snowballs out of control, and we'll take it. GG. GG, well played. I'm messaging Eba. Eva's messaging me. He's like, give me macro Terrans. I'm like, they don't exist, Pappy. They don't exist. Oh no. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. Congratulations here. Congratulations to Nicoract, as he does claim the series does advance on into the grand finals. And we'll see how this finals does unfold. It's going to be a PvT between MiddleVK and Nicoract. Let's go. I do need a moment to set things up and to get the raffle ready.